Hello, this is the lecture number 5 for the chapter Trigonometry class 11, and the last lecture we were discussing exercise 3.2, and I think we have discussed up to question number 5 in that lecture. Now in question number 6 onwards, these are the you have to find the trigonometric value for some large angles. For example, in question number 6, you have to find the value of sine 765, which is an angle greater than 360 degree. So when the angle is greater than 360, first of all, break this angle into the multiple of 360. Now for 765, you can write 360 into 2, that is 720 plus 45. Now 2 into 360 plus 45 is the 765. Now because we know that in the complete circle or for the multiple of 2 pi, the value of the sine cos will remain the same. So 2 sine into 2 into 360 plus 45, it comes out to be a formula of sine 2n pi plus 45, which is equal to sine 45. Sine n into 360 plus theta is equal to sine theta, or we can say that 360 plus theta is in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, sine is positive, that is, it is positive, and in 360 degree angle, the trigonometric ratio does not change, that is why it is sine. So sine 45 is equal to 1 upon root 2. Now for the large angles, you have to break the angles like this. Similarly, cosec minus 1410, the negative angle is in the clockwise. So sine for the negative angle is negative value, so minus cosec 1410. Because we take it as in the fourth quadrant negative angle, and minus cosec 1410. Now break for the 360 degree angle. So for 360 degree, multiple is 3 into 360 into 4, which comes out to be 1440, and which is more than 30 by this. So you can subtract 30 from it. So see the break of this angle. 1410, we can write 360 into 4 minus 30. It is equal to 1410. Now 360 minus 30 means it is the fourth quadrant. It is the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, cosec is negative. This is negative sign uptake. See the method. Negative sign are already there. 360 minus theta, cosec is again negative. So put one more negative sign, minus minus positive, and cosec 30 is 2. Now 10, 19 pi by 3. You have to break it into multiple of 2 pi. Now if you can't break this directly, you convert this angle into degrees in the rough column, which this angle is equal to, it is 1080 plus 30, 1310 degree angle is this. 19 pi by 3 is 1330 degree angle is this. So for this you can break 360 into 3 plus 60. So this angle is, you can convert this hit here. If you don't do it directly, it is 19 pi by 3 is equal to 19 into 60, which comes out to be 4 and 9, 1040 degree angle. It is 1040. So for 1040, you can write 360 into 3, that is 1080 minus 30. Now I think something wrong is there. Now 19 pi by 3 means 19 into 60, 9 and 11, it is 11, 1140. So for 1140, you can write 3 into 360, that is 1080 plus 60. So this comes out to 1140. So you can convert this into degree meter in the rough and convert into degrees, but you have to break this angle in the radians itself. So 3 into 2 pi plus pi by 3 will be equal to 19 pi by 3, or we can say it is an angle of 1140. So 1080 plus 60, or 3 into 2 pi plus 60, 360 plus theta is in the first quadrant, so 10 will be positive, and theta is pi by 3, and tan 60 is root 3. Similarly, sine minus 11 pi by 3. For sine 11 pi by 3, negative angle means fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant, sine is negative. For sine 11 pi by 3, you can write 2 into 2 pi minus 30. If you can't do it directly, that 11 pi by 3 angle will be 11 pi by 3 angle will be 11 into 60 which will be equal to 660 degree angle. So this you can do it in the rough. For 660 you can write 720 minus 60. So 720 will be 2 into 2 pi minus 60. Now 270 minus 60 will be in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, sign is negative. So two negative sign are there, negative, negative, positive, and sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Similarly, in the question number 10, we have cot minus 15 pi by 4. And minus means fourth quadrant, cot is negative in the fourth quadrant, so minus cot 15 pi by 4. So again break cot 15 pi by 4 as 2 into 2 pi minus pi by 4, that is 720 minus 45 will be equal to 15 pi by 4. If you simplify this, this will be 15 pi by, or you can convert into degrees and break that 720 minus 45, which is equal to this. So 360 minus theta is in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, cot is again negative. So two negative signs make them positive, and cot 45 will be equal to 1. So this is the good questions to find the value of the trigonometric ratio for any angle. Now in exercise 3.3, the beginning questions are based on this breaking of the angles for the trigonometric ratio we have done. In the first question is very easy. You have to simply replace the value of sine 30, sine 60 and sine 45. Now these angle written in radians, I am dictating it in degrees. You must know directly the what is pi by 6 denotes, pi by 3 denotes, pi what 10 pi by 4 denotes 45, 30 and 60. You will have a good command over it if you do the previous exercise by yourself. So replace sine 30 half, sine 60 half, 10 45 1. In this you will get the value of this as this. Now 2 sine square pi by 6, you know the value of sine 30, which is half, and the half ka square. Cos 60 is half ka square this, but cosec square 7 pi by 6, you cannot write it directly. So you find the value of cosec 7 pi by 6 separately and then put it here. So I have marked here the value of cosec 7 pi by 6. How I find it out? 7 pi by 6 means 210 degree angle. So 210 you can write 180 plus 30, which is in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, cosec is negative and cosec 30 is 2. So the value of 7 pi by 6 is equal to minus 2, and I have replaced it here. The angle which you cannot find it directly, find it here some other place and put it there, but you have to show it. In question number 3, again cot pi by 6 you can put it value directly, 10 pi by 6 you can put its value directly, but cosec 5 pi by 6 again you have to find its value separately. 5 pi by 6 means 150 degree angle. For the 150 degree angle you can write 180 minus 30, which in the second quadrant, and the second quadrant cosec is positive. So cosec 5 pi by 6 is equal to plus 2. So I put it where plus 2, and the remaining value are direct. Similarly, in question number 4, sine square 3 pi by 4, which is 135 degree angle, we not know it directly, so you have to find it out. You find it out separately. 7 sine 3 pi by 4 means 135. 135 means 180 minus 45. It is in second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive, that it comes out to be 1 upon root 2. So replace the value of this 135 as 1 upon root 2, cos 45 as 1 upon root 2, sec 60 is equal to 2, square is there to find the square of these terms. So like this you can find the value of any expression. Question number 75 onwards now we have to use the formulas we have discussed very deeply in the lecture number 3 and 2. For example, you have to find the value of sine 75. Now you have to break this angle into those angles whose value you know directly. That is, for 75 you can write 45 plus 30, because for trigonometric ratio of sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot, you know the value of 45 and 30. So for 75 you have written 45 plus 30. Now it comes out to be a formula sine A plus B. Now write the formula of sine A plus B as sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, where A is 45 and B is 30. So sine A plus B formula, sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. You must learn these formulas very thoroughly, otherwise the coming exercise will be difficult for you. Before doing these exercises, now onwards you have to learn those formulas we have discussed and derived very thoroughly. So replace the value of sine 45, cos 30, cos 45, sine 30, and you'll get the value of sin 75 as root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. Similarly, 10-15 degree angle, you have to break this into those angles whose angles we know. For the 15, you can write 45 minus 30. 45 minus 30 is 15. Now use the formula 10a minus b, which is equal to 10a minus 10b upon 1 plus 10a into 10b. Replace the value of 1045 as 1, 1031 upon root 3, 1045 1, 1031 upon root 3. Simplify this and you'll get the value of 1045. So from now onwards, you have to use the formulas, trigonometric or the trigonometric identities we have discussed in the first 3 lectures. So learn them very thoroughly, otherwise it will be very difficult for you to understand the coming questions. Thank you. We'll discuss the remaining question in the next lecture.